coaches, it's Sanai here, business breakthrough coach and sales mentor for coaches. How are you doing? Hope you're having a great day so far. I really wanted to come in here and just share these 5 key fundamental principles that will help you to begin to see results in your business and start making $3,000 to $5,000, dollars, whatever, in your coaching business per month. Because I believe that, that is a life-changing amount of money. It may be below your current intended income goal. However, if you're brand new in your business or you've been around for a while and you're struggling to see the results that you'd hoped by now, then that's going to represent a life-changing amount of money, because it's going to shift your confidence. It's going to help you to see that I'm in the right place, this is working, and, it's a great starting point. So I want to help you to just bring your focus in and clarify a few of these fundamental principles, because, I've been coaching in my online business for almost 5 years now and have tried so many different strategies. I've invested thousands in different programs and coaches, and no matter what other strategies that I've implemented and tried and done different things, there are these 5 key principles that come back time and time again, that I come back to, that are fundamental through whatever program that I've done, but it always comes back down to these 5. So I want to share with you what these 5 key principles are. So the first thing, and I have to say this, and it's not the nuts and bolts, but this is vital. So principle number 1, let's call it number 1, is your mindset. Now, by mindset, I'm talking about ensuring that you are really flexing your mindset muscle every single day without fail. Laser focus on what it is you want. And you have to practice, you have to flex this mindset muscle, focusing on what you want, and doing those kind of daily affirmations or going to the spiritual gym, as I like to call it, looking after yourself and your mindset, because our natural propensity is to look at the negative. And so if we're not focusing and we're not deliberately, consciously choosing to focus on our goals and what we want to experience, then our brain is naturally, by default, going to take us towards the negative. Why? Well, we're built for survival, and so that means that we're naturally going to be scanning our environment for threats and dangers, which is a negative viewpoint. So we need to literally exercise and train our focus in favour of what it is we do want. So that's the first thing. Daily disciplines, daily laser focus on what you want, and flexing that mindset muscle every single day. Affirmations, practicing gratitude, meditating, and of course exercising physically and reading great books. So that's kind of the first discipline that is critical in your success in business. The second fundamental is clarity and alignment with your niche and your ideal client. Your niche being that thing you do, your zone of genius, the thing that you love to do and that feels really easy to you. Almost you wonder, would anyone pay me for this? Because, it just feels so easy. Yes, that represents your zone of genius. So looking at all of your skills, your knowledge, your experience, and your gifts, and harnessing that into a clear niche, the results you deliver, and understanding the problem you solve. And of course, knowing exactly who your ideal client avatar is. Knowing that your ideal client avatar is really going to help you with your marketing. When you know the pains and frustrations of your ideal client, and you know what she wants or he wants, and you know their barriers to success, that the mindset barriers to success, you can communicate really clearly in your marketing. Doesn't mean you're turning anyone else away, because I know a lot of people resist narrowing and getting specific on an ideal client avatar because they're frightened that they might miss out on all these other opportunities. But as you're clear and consistent in your marketing, other people who are like your ideal client will start to notice you and reach out to you as well. So we're not turning people away here. We're just making sure that our marketing is laser focused and specific. And just as a note here, if you're saying something like, yep, I know my ideal client, they're aged between 30 and 50, it's not going to work. The 30-year-old brain is different from a 50-year-old brain. A 30-year-old life stage is different from a 50-year-old life stage. So you're actually speaking, again, throwing out blanket messaging. One message is not going to appeal to a 30-year-old and a 50-year-old. You must bring it in tighter. I would say about a 3 to 5 year max age range for your ideal client. So the third key, so we've got mindset, niche and ideal client, avatar, clarity. The third thing is have something to sell. So you might think, well, yes, I sell my coaching or my EFT or NLP or whatever other amazing interventions there are out there. But what I'm talking about here is having a set coaching offer all laid out. Know what you're selling. So is it going to be a 6-week? Is it a 90-day? And how much it is? How much is it? When you have that nailed on, clear for you, you know, for yourself, then that gives you a level of confidence and congruence in your messaging and your marketing activities. If you don't know what you're selling, you're actually going to subconsciously resist getting people on a call with you. Sorry if you can hear this whistling and whining, it's my dog. There's something outside that he can see. So you're going to have this incongruence in your energy and your messaging if you're thinking, I really want a client to get on a call with me, and then in the background you're thinking, but I don't have an offer. And also when you've got your pricing nailed on, and I would suggest no more hourly coaching, create offers where you're selling a transformational package, where you actually are going to deliver a result that gets your client from their A to their B. And that's where you're going to start producing packages where you're selling them for, you know, a couple of thousand. And that's where you're going to start to see the income coming in. So, you know, you might sell a package for 2,000 for 3 months that's going to specifically solve a problem and get your client to their goal. So that's when you're going to start seeing those kind of income figures coming in, you know, the 3,000 to 5,000 income goals as a starting point. So have your coaching programs clear and priced up, and stop changing the price depending on who you're speaking to. It's one price, and that will build your confidence and your, again, flexing the muscle of being able to be clear on your pricing and not wobbling every time you have to kind of deliver the message to somebody that this is how much my coaching is. The fourth piece is obviously the marketing. So this is really about you having all those pieces clear, the mindset, building your confidence, knowing your niche and your ideal client avatar, and knowing what it is you have to offer somebody. You can then begin to show up very consistently. Be consistent in your message. Don't worry about being repetitive in your messaging, because that's what builds trust. But as you're showing up, you're doing your videos, you're doing your posts, you're speaking to your ideal client, you're giving a lot of value, you're creating content that will resonate with your ideal client every day, consistently, multiple times a day across different platforms. That will begin to build the traction and the momentum. Making sure that what you're doing is not just like fluffy inspirational posts, but actual content that provides value, that answers the questions that your ideal client has. So being very clear, very consistent, and obviously, you know, I know it's scary to be really visible, but understanding that, you know, it's your job. This is your job, to show up and provide value and attract to you your ideal clients. And you will when you stay the course. And then the fifth principle is sales. And when you have all of those 4 principles previously nailed on, then the sales becomes a very easy conversation. It's more of an enrollment. It becomes a discovery process. We call it discovery and coaching for a reason, because it becomes a process where you're discovering that you're a good fit, and if they have the problem you solve, then you can help them. So I'm aware I'm coming up to my 10-minute max. I'm going to wrap it up there, but they are the 5 key fundamentals that you must have really nailed on and feel clear and confident about in order to succeed in your coaching business. So thank you so much for watching, guys.